It looks like lapis. If I didn't tell you it wasn't lapis, you would think it. And we found that in Kenya.
Well, I'll just give you a quick heads up on that sodalite necklace. It is going to be gone in a heartbeat, but you can shop that online at hsn.com. And we're gonna introduce these bracelets, and then we're gonna go back to the phones. We have a choice of bracelets, but each one is like a two-in-one because they're completely reversible. Not only are they reversible, but they're adjustable. So it's one size fits most here. You can choose the 9-inch, which will take you all the way up to a 7.5-inch wrist size, or you can choose the 10-inch, which will take you all the way to an 8.5-inch wrist size, and so on. Here's our first color choice. This is going to be the pink sapphire. The pink sapphire reverses to labradorite. I'll give it a little flip and you can see the labradorite on the other side. So it's two different gemstones on the same bracelet, two looks in one. If you love the turquoise is going to reverse. Let me open this up for you. The turquoise is going to reverse to the lapis. So turquoise and lapis, or you could shop pink sapphire and labradorite. Today it's the lowest price we've ever offered, $80 off. Let's say hi to Karen in Georgia, Jay. Hi, Karen, you're live with Sarah and Jay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sarah. Good afternoon, Mr. King.
How you doing?
It's Miss N's birthday, but I feel like it's mine because I get the treat of being able to speak to you.
Oh, good. What do you love about Jay King, Karen?
Oh, good heavens. I could wax lyrical about the beauty of the pieces, the exotic nature of some of the stones, of the fun of getting to wear something that is not a cookie-cutter piece, but many others address that. Mr. King, I would like to especially thank you for the knowledge that you share with us, because that enhances and enriches the enjoyment of every piece, whether I'm purchasing it for myself or whether I'm giving it as a gift. And in fact, my husband is an artist, and we do the art festival circuit with the white pop-up tent. And I've met a few people who work in gemstones, semi-precious stones, opaque, in connection with combining them quite often with other natural elements. It is so much fun to be able to speak with these individuals and be able to understand their world by being able to converse intelligently about things like sunstone, the difficulty of obtaining certain items like rainbow calsilica. Gentleman and I that meet at one of the shows, we were discussing desert sunset stone the last time I saw him. And I was really enjoying myself because I knew I was pleasing them, because I was saying to them, with my understanding, I know about your world. I know what you go through to be able to obtain the materials you work with and what you go through to design and bring them to fruition as art. Well, and I wanted to thank Mr. King for that in every way, because it just adds a whole new dimension to enjoying the beauty of these pieces.
Thank you, Karen. I think Karen went to J. King University.
Well, you know what it is.
Did she get her honorary degree today?
Like, what Karen's saying there is too is she's dealing with an artist community, and that's what you're basically doing with us. I mean, it's kind of like it's how we started out. It's just like that. Making jewelry, all the different artists, and they're doing the same thing. They're doing everything from scratch in most cases. They're buying the rough material. That's who you see in Tucson. We just do it a little bit bigger volume now, but that's how we started. You go to different, if you travel or whatever, you pick up different materials, do all the cutting and everything. But it's kind of cool because we all speak a different language. It's just like if you go to like people that are very technical or techie, you just go, okay, now can you repeat that in English? I always tell everybody, can you explain it like you were explaining it to an 8-year-old? And then I realized with technical stuff, actually an 8-year-old will know more. I mean, they're the go-to people. But yeah, with gemstones and any kind of gem material, I appreciate that you can espouse that, and that you understand that they also understand that you have the knowledge. And the only way you acquire that is actually working with the rough.
And listening to Jay, and that's what's so wonderful. We get not only the story of the stones, but the mine finds themselves, where they mine, the story of how they're brought to life, and then it's all done in-house, from the sourcing of the stones, to the lapidary work, to the setting of the stones, the polishing, the cutting, the silver work, and that's what you're getting today. I mean, you're getting an amazing value. We're taking $80 off the price of this bracelet for the final few that we have in inventory. And once this is gone, I cannot ever guarantee this will be back anywhere near this price, right?
Well,
at $99?
Well, number one, we would, okay, so we'll never build these again. Okay, you'll never see them in these materials. These are all one and dones. That's all we do. Okay. Number two is we could never even build them and sell them from this price. Even if they came back and said, you know what, we want, to
order more.
I want to order more. There's no way that would even come close to. You wouldn't be able, as the manufacturer, you wouldn't be able to make it. But this is really unique and different. We had these. We don't have a lot of them. If you read the reviews on them, people love them. What I love about them is it solves the problem really as far as custom fit. The reversible, number one. So you're making one purchase. Right, you make one buy, you get two absolutely different looks. So you get the pink sapphire from Mozambique, and then
the thulite. I'm sorry, labradorite.
The labradorite, and that comes from Madagascar, and those are both. And then you get the Cloudy Mountain turquoise, and
let me put that up. And then you can see
that's tanzanite.
I'm sorry, tanzanite.
Yes. So you've got Cloudy Mountain, or you get the tanzanite, and the cool thing about tanzanite, everybody can remember where it comes from. It comes from Tanzania. So you get the tanzanite, and then you get the Cloudy Mountain on the other side.
Isn't that beautiful?
So what's really cool, and you flop it over. What's really neat about these is this finding, okay? And this really makes the design and really makes it totally functional. This is a custom finding that locks in place. When these first came out, a lot of people were using the slides, their slide bracelets, but they were using rubber grommets, which I'm not taking anything away from that we did too on the first time we ever did them. The biggest problem that we had, which a lot of people continue to have, was the fact that after you wear them for quite a while, the grommet will start to expand and they'll lose their tension. This, I guarantee you, it is so smooth. You just push it in, you clip it, you move it up, you get the size that you want, and then you release it. When it locks in place, that chain will break before it will slide. It locks in place. We're using it on all of our slider necklaces and our slider bracelets. It's fabulous.
It is. It's getting very limited. That's backed by demand. And remember, it's adjustable, it's reversible. Each bracelet's like two looks in one. So if you love that bolo style, you can change your mood and just flip it to the other side.
Tanzanite Cloudy Mountain, or you can get the pink sapphire, Mozambique pink sapphire, with the labradorite from Madagascar.
So amazing.